Hey little badgers, I'm Bert Badger and welcome to Bedtime Books with Bert Badger. Alright, now we're going to read some really cool books. The first one we're going to read is called Elepants. What a goose thing to say. It's by Joshua George. Ellie was the biggest girl in town. She pushed all the other girls around. All these is a giraffe and a warthog and a flamingo and a mouse and a warthog and an owl and a birdie and an elephant. Ugh. She told them where to go and when. Not really like a true friend. Mouse said, "Squeak, squeak. Does it have to be this way? Must we always do what you say?" Ellie snorted, stomped, and shook one ear. "Hang on," she said. "I thought it was clear. I am the leader, not by chance. Look at my wondrous Elepants." Yeah, we can't miss them. They're right there. Real purpley bluey right there. Everyone's looking at your Elepants. They're big and shiny and bright and blue. I have a red pair for the weekends too. Look at her red ones are right there on the clothesline. A clothesline is used to help dry clothes in the sun and in the wind. I have the biggest pants in town. That's why I boss you all around. I don't like that. At that, the animals started speaking. Mooing, hooting, chirping, squeaking. Moo, hoo, hoo, tweet, tweet. But then came a noise from by the lake, so loud it made the entire jungle shake. I can see the water rippling like a Tyrannosaurus Rex is coming by. Squeak, squeak, uh-oh, said Mouse. What could it be? There's something moving through the trees. Then suddenly, a terrible roar. I think it's a pantosaur. A what? It's worse, groaned Ellie. I know that noise. We should have tidied up all of our toys. Then through the trees crashed Ellie's mother in enormous pants of brilliant color. I have the biggest pants of all, she said, so listen up, it's time for bed. And so Ellie learned that it was true. Someone's always got bigger pants than you. So what does that mean? It means don't brag or boast. Nobody wants to hear how much better you are than them or how much more things you have than them. We like to be humble. And what humble means is we're grounded and we're nice and we don't brag and we don't give our status because of the things that we have. It's what's in your heart that really matters. And you are a good person and they are a good person and that's how we should act. Now we're going to read a cool book called What If Everybody Did That? By Javernick, illustrated by Colleen M. Madden. And they did a great job. I like this book a lot. When we went to the zoo, I just fed a little of my popcorn to the bear. The zookeeper waved his broom and said, "What if everybody did that?" And what if everybody did that? Look at how big those bears got. They're eating donuts and T-bone steaks, tacos, pizza, hamburgers, cheese, and ice cream, and cookies. That's way too much junk food for anybody to handle. So when it says don't feed the bears, don't feed the bears. We want to keep them all healthy. I wanted to see how fast the grocery cart would go. It went faster than I expected. When the manager stopped me, she said, excuse me, what if everybody did that? And it would be mass chaos. Look at these people running around like crazy people. They're smashing their shopping carts into this and that and whatnot and who not and what, where, and when, and that's not good. Just be careful. On the way to visit Grandma and Grandpa in Kansas, I dropped just one soda out the window. The patrolman pulled over and said, "Whoop, whoop, whoop." What if everybody did that? Please step out of the car. Look at what would happen. Our whole entire Earth would be a junk pile. All the animals would play in the junk, and then they would get it in them, and then they might get sick. So just wait until you come by a trash can to throw it away. Don't be a litter bug. At Uncle William's wedding, I took just a little lick of the frosting from the fancy cake. The lady behind the table glared at me, and her glasses said, "What if everybody did that, sir?" Look at how gross that cake looks. Everybody's fingers have been in it. It looks like a raccoon just went to town on it, huh? I don't want any part of that cake. No, thank you, ma'am. I'm gonna go get myself something else to eat. I told the babysitter that I took a bath just once a year. She shooed me into the bathroom and said, "What if everybody did that?" Gross! I take 1 shower a day. If I work out, then I take 2 showers because that's gross. Look at all these dirty people. Nice family photo. During story time, I had something important to say. I just couldn't wait till the end of the story. The librarian put her finger to her lips and said, "Shh, what if everybody did that?" Look it, I gotta go potty. I can't wait to read one of the other books. I've already heard this one. I can touch my toes. See, look how much I weigh. I'm so hungry. What if everybody did that? Oh my goodness, it would be pandemonium. The proper way to do it is to raise your hand and then wait to be called on. Sometimes you won't be called on because your question might have to wait until the end, and that's okay. And if you forget your question by the end of it, it probably wasn't that big of a deal of a question anyway, right? So just kind of wait your turn and don't interrupt. Because if everybody did that, you wouldn't even be able to hear anything anyone was saying. While we sat in the car waiting for Dad, I honked the horn. I just honked a few times, but Mr. Thompson came to his door. He shook his head and said, "What if everybody did that?" You know what that's called? Noise pollution, and it's so loud, just going so loud. You can just get out of the car and say, "Hey, what's taking so long?" Look at this, honk, beep, beep, honk, honk, honk. You don't even be able to hear anything. It's almost as bad as not waiting your turn to talk. At the swimming pool, I just splashed a little. The lifeguard blew his whistle and he said, "What if everybody did that? If everybody was splashing everybody, all the water would jump out of the pool and you wouldn't even have anything to swim in, like in this picture here." But also, if you want to splash somebody, you should ask them first, because I know I don't appreciate it when I get splashed, especially in the face. On the bus, I just stood up to see the fire truck. Mr. Gearshift glared at me in the rearview mirror and said, "What if everybody did that?" Look at, even the firemen are saying, sit down, you're gonna tip the bus over. Or if the bus came to a giant screeching halt, you would fly through the front of the bus, and that wouldn't feel good on your face. Just once I didn't hang my coat on the rack at school. Miss Sanders made me pick it up and said, "What if everybody did that?" There would be coats everywhere. You would be slipping and sliding on everybody's coats here and there and everywhere. And it wouldn't be fun. Look, you can't even see the kid because he's just in a pile of coats and sweaters and book bags. Book bags. At recess, I threw just one snowball at Sammy. Mr. Walters saw me. He sent me to stand by the wall and said, "What if everybody did that?" And that wouldn't be good. Because if you're throwing snowballs at people, they're going to throw them back at you and they're not going to like that. And if you hit somebody in the face, you could really hurt somebody. If you're going to throw a snowball at someone, ask them first and then lob it nicely. It's always fun to have fun in the snow, but you got to be careful too. When we went out for dinner, I just shot one straw wrapper. The waitress stopped taking our orders and looked me straight in the eye and said, "What if everybody did that?" People would be getting poked in the eye with straw wrappers left and right. Look at this pandemonium. Straws are everywhere. It will go in your soup. I don't want a straw wrapper in my soup. No thank you. That does not sound delectable. After the football game, I just ran onto the field to get the quarterback's autograph. The official waved his arms and said, "What if everybody did that?" Everybody would be on the field. They wouldn't even be able to play their game. If you want somebody's autograph, wait till the end of the game. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help you find who you want the autograph from. So just ask around maybe with an adult. When I came home, I gave my mom a hug. What if everybody did that? The end. What if everybody did that? Maybe you don't have a mom or a dad, or maybe you do have a mom and a dad, or maybe you live with your grandparents, or somebody special who loves you. It always feels good to give a hug, and it feels even better to always follow the rules, because parents don't like to discipline their children, they like to have fun with their children. I know that for a fact. Lincoln Badger and I are always having a great time, but he loves to follow the rules too. And always, always, always gives me a nice hug, hug, hug. Thank you so much for joining me today on Bedtime Books with Bert Badger. Night night.